Zelensky visits frontline city of Bakhmut.
Here's a summary of the article.
Your personal data will be processed and information from your device may be stored by, accessed by and shared with third-party vendors, or used specifically by this site or app. Some vendors may process your personal data on the basis of legitimate interest, which you can object to by managing your options below.
This post received a score of 31,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
His security detail must be aged 25 years after this.
They are already over 100 at this point. He went to the front lines in Kyiv, Kharkiv, Kherson and now Bakhmut.
Don't forget Lysychansk either. I swear he would have visited Mariupol if he had been able to do so.
Next week he'll sneak into Crimea for a surprise meet and greet.
Zelensky made a surprise visit to kidnapped Ukrainian children in Moscow on Tuesday, reminding them they will not be abandoned.
Proceeds to photobombs Putin's press conference.
Attended a dinner with FSB agents under cover-up as professional Zelensky double. Uses Lukashenko's bathroom and doesn't run the fan.
And left him an upper decker. Putin can't go near the front as his own soldiers will cap his ass.
He's there, but they're just working on building a table extension all the way over. Taunting the Russians, no doubt. And trying to keep Ukrainian morale up. Because despite all the good news you see here, it's a hellish meat grinder out there.
Perrin made a great video on Bakhmut, and its comparison to the trench warfare of WW1.
Christ, it's hell on earth.
Zelensky makes Putin look like a cowardly old fool.
Putin makes Putin look like a cowardly old fool. Zelensky proves it.
The Chernobyl TV show was particularly accurate in one way. It's not Russia's actual might that matters. It's the perception of it. That perception has pathetically collapsed in a very short period of time, and Putin has been exposed as a fraud with no leadership skills beyond the threat of standing near windows in tall buildings.
That's why Russia didn't like the show and tried, or did, make their own, accurate version.
There is multi-hour series of a popular Russian right-winger that debunks Chernobyl minute by minute. Yes, it is boring. Yes, it is filled with completely pointless lists of inaccuracies. Yes, it denies overarching themes by most literal reading of series possible.
Next thing you'll tell me is, Band of Brothers, is a dramatization. Don't you dare say anything about, The Untouchables.
Meanwhile, Putin recently sent Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu to visit the front. Dude showed up in Belarus yesterday limping and hiding his right hand lol. Shoigu flew over fallback lines in Crimea. Zelensky actually went to the front lines.
Next week, Zelensky visits Moscow to visit anti-Putin protesters in prison and give an anti-Putin speech on Red Square.
I'm not even sure that's risky enough. Maybe if he visited Engels Air Base to inspect the results of drone strikes as they were occurring.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.